Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First on the local scene. In light of the effects of climate change on small island developing states in the Caribbean, a large scale agroforestry platform, which intends to cultivate a significant quantity of avocado, coconut, cocoa, nutmeg, clove, cinnamon, citrus, mango, and ackee, has been established in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In the coming months, according to the Minister of Agriculture, Sebato Caesar, there would be a process for the mobilization of non-state actors globally, focusing on the promotion of agroforestry as part of the island's climate smart agriculture strategic plan. Agroforestry has been proven to be an excellent initiative to advance food security and livelihoods for farmers, while advancing the cause for climate change resilience and adaptation at the same time. Minister Caesar explained that the project cannot be a public sector only initiative, as the input of the private sector and civil society will be of first importance. There exists an agreement before the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique for the exchange of technical support in spice production. This agreement was signed in Grenada this year and addresses the issue of support to be provided to St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the establishment of a spice sector, while assistance will be provided to Grenada in the livestock and root crops sector. By the end of 2023, a delegation of 6 persons is expected to visit Grenada to study best practices. On November 15, 2023, 42-year-old Luther Badnock of Rose Place and 31-year-old Romano Andrews of Clare Valley were arrested and jointly charged with the offenses of burglary, intent to commit unlawful damage to property, and damage to property. According to a release from the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, the accused men allegedly entered the dwelling house of a 53-year-old director of Pembroke and stole a number of items valued at 50,266 EC dollars. The offenses were committed in Pembroke between the 5th of July and the 12th of October 2023, according to the release. They were also accused of damaging 2 wooden panel doors, 2 metal doors, and 1 glass window, totaling 11,220 EC dollars. The defendants appeared at the Serious Offences Court on the 16th of November 2023 to answer the charges. Both men pleaded not guilty. Bail was denied and they were remanded in custody at His Majesty's Prison. The matter has been adjourned to the 20th of November 2023. Still on the local scene, the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment, St. Clair Prince, has said that diabetes has been one of the main causes of disabilities in St. Vincent and the Grenadines for years, a disease that Vincentians fail to take seriously. His comments came during his address at the closing ceremony of a World Diabetes Day workshop. We hear more from Minister Prince.
I am convinced that not enough Vincentians are taking this disease as seriously as they should. For years, diabetes, which is a non-communicable disease, has been one of the main causes of disability, and you've seen it yourselves. Morbidity, the hospital is full of people who suffer from diabetes, and mortality. Yes, it kills people among Vincentians.
That was the Minister of Health, Wellness and the Environment, St. Clair Prince. Minister Prince, in his address, said that the majority of patients treated at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital suffer from non-communicable diseases like hypertension and diabetes. On the regional scene, Jamaica's Ministry of Education and Youth has ordered the closure of schools on Friday, a measure that prioritizes the safety of all students and staff as the country continues to be affected by significant rainfall associated with a weather system passing over the island. A release from the ministry noted that flooding is expected and this may compromise the safety of key stakeholders as they journey to school and back home. It also advised schools to activate the education in emergency plan to support the continuity of learning and the students being actively engaged. School administrators were also advised to initiate all communication channels within their institution to ensure that parents and guardians are informed promptly and can make necessary arrangements for their child or ward. Administrators of schools that are used as shelters have been advised it is important to contact the shelter managers to coordinate access and manage shelter activities in case the need arises. On Thursday afternoon, the Meteorological Service issued a tropical storm watch for the island. According to a social media post by Prime Minister Andrew Holness, the Met Office at the time said there was a 60% chance of a tropical storm affecting the island. The United States Coast Guard has suspended the search for an MSC Seascape cruise ship crew member on Wednesday night. The missing crew member is believed to have fallen overboard in the Atlantic Ocean north of Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. According to reports, the 30-year-old Indian national is still missing. The Coast Guard disclosed that it learned of the incident at about 8:57 p.m. on Tuesday as the cruise ship was en route from San Juan, Puerto Rico, and making way to Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic. The man was reportedly observed going overboard approximately 80 feet from the bow of the cruise ship from a height of roughly 32 feet above the water. Air and service crews conducted 12 searches lasting 34 hours, covering about 887 square nautical miles, but failed to locate the missing crew member. And finally, on the international scene, a law banning the production, sale, or import of cultivated meat or animal feed in what the right-wing government calls a defense of Italian tradition has been supported by Italian MPs. According to the country's agriculture minister, Italy is the world's first country safe from the social and economic risk of synthetic food. The vote in parliament was met by rallies for and against the ban, which at one point led to a scuffle between farmers and MPs. Despite the flare-up, Parliament backed the bill by 159 votes to 53. Breaching the law would mean a fine of up to 60,000 euros. The law will have little effect as cultivated meat has so far only been approved for human consumption in Singapore and the United States. The European Union has not yet given any lab-grown meats referred to as novel foods the green light. However, if it does, Italy's new law could be challenged by the European Commission. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.